Wait, should we have like an introduction to this whole thing, or?
Well, I'm not really sure. I guess maybe it'd be for the best, but like it's only getting like how many views here, 3 or 4. I don't think 4 people will care if there's an intro or not.
Watch that said, someone's gonna bitch about it.
Probably.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the fucking cooking ham shit. That's it. I got nothing else for an intro. Be happy with what you got. And if you're not, you can kindly get the fuck out, because I don't care.
It is the podcast called Cooking Ham, where we talk about video games instead of cooking ham.
And I've just realized that in these 3 episodes, I've contributed to like 100% of the swearing.
Well, I don't swear at all.
I don't.
So
You don't swear. Grace is in the last one, and she doesn't swear. I'm the only one in here who swears, so I'm the one saying all the fucks and shits and fuck, man.
well, it's not that I don't swear. It's that I only swear if I'm like really frustrated or really angry. So
I only
yeah,
I only swear when I'm breathing.
talking when you're talking, it just comes out.
All right, what were we gonna talk about this week besides the Digimon movie?
Well, I have some White and Black 2 stuff to talk about, and you have the Octovania thing to talk about.
Oh, a little bit, yeah, I guess. I just make
I
shit up.
have the Pokemon stuff.
Uh, okay, get all the shameless self plugs out of the way first, and then we'll talk about other shameful stuff.
Okay, the plugs now. Okay, for those of you guys who are coming from my channel, which I haven't actually advertised this podcast on my channel yet, so
Motherfucker, I got a link to it on
yeah,
mine, you dick.
I don't have nothing on mine. I still have to make a video saying we're even doing this podcast, but regardless, stuff plugs. I have a video up on my channel about the main key differences of White 2 and Black 2 between the original and the sequel. If you guys have no idea what that is, for the most part, White and Black was released how long ago now? Like a year and a half ago now or something?
The first ones, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And they were really good games. They're great games and all that. And then instead of making the deluxe copy, which like for the past generation it was Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Well, this generation, instead of making a deluxe version, they made a sequel to the game. So it was White 2 and Black 2 instead of Gray or whatever else they were going to call it. So I made a key difference video between White and Black and White 2 and Black 2. If you guys haven't seen that, go to my channel and it's under my random rant video section on my playlist. You guys can go check that out. There's also a few videos on Pokemon Soul Silver that I did, which is my current LP, where I talked about some of the main Pokemon you can catch, the updated Pokédex, all sorts of good stuff like that. It's a really great, really interesting thing that I thought people might be interested in, so I uploaded that. And I think that's it.
Oh, this is the part where I can, like, say something now?
Yeah, you can talk now.
I am very interested in everything you just said.
I doubt it.
Mildly, I kind of zoned out for a second and went and started downloading some My Little Pony music.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, that fucking happened. Oh, I am so bad at plugging my own shit, though. Playing more fucking Castlevania, and I'm running out of games, so now I'm gonna do ROM hacks and shit. That's about it.
I've had to replay through my Pokemon Soul Silver videos. Joy. I've had to replay through the entire game, actually, because I'm stupid. I should really save state. I really should.
And for people who give a fuck, and I know there are so many of you who do, I've got frickin' a complete lack of ability to finish this sentence. Um, I'm recording videos for like way future LPs that'll happen way fucking way in the fucking future, way fucking way fucking. So I started recording. Well, I started recording shit for Conker's Bad Fur Day a long time ago.
Didn't that get deleted when you reformatted your computer?
No, actually, I only had 3 videos of it recorded, and I had them backed up on an external hard drive.
Oh, okay.
And I also yesterday got a copy of Dragon Quest 8, so I started recording for a blind LP of that too. But those videos got deleted because my computer's a dick, so I have to replay the first hour of the game or so.
Well, at least it's not 40 hours into the game like I had to do.
No, and then I've played Dragon Quest 8 for about 3 hours now, and seriously, all of it has been grinding just to get like the best weapons and armor I can in the first fucking town because I don't want to progress the story any because I'm trying to do a blind LP of it. And I'm sitting here going, I really want to play this fucking game, but I can't fucking do it without recording the first part. But I really want to keep fucking going with this. So I sat there and
That's when it's best. That's when it's best to just walk away.
that early in the game, the boomerang is your best fucking friend. Holy shit.
See, I can't help but think about Big Dip's adventure when I hear the word boomerang.
Oh, it's a hit all weapon in Dragon Quest.
Well, it was the same way in Breath of Fire.
Oh yeah, the B rang. Fucking Paris.
Overpowered. Overpowered.
That thing did get insane. Every freaking boomerang weapon was insanely overpowered.
They
I,
were all hit-alls and they increased your attack by like how much?
yeah, and the only time I ever switched to a sword was when I was doing a boss fight where a hit all weapon meant nothing.
And then it started summoning stuff and you're like, I should have kept the B ring. I should have kept it.
And then there was the Parasect battle.
Which I'm not allowed to mention anymore.
Oh yeah, the Parasect battle of the year. I can't
Of
believe
the
I didn't.
century.
I can't believe I didn't cut that down. It was fucking 3 episodes of just fighting one boss.
If I were you, I would just like, I don't know, fast forwarded a little bit or
It's too late now.
oh,
I
that was so
finished.
funny
I
though.
finished Breath of Fire months ago. I can't go back and change it now.
Okay. Random question.
Oh, am I?
Skittles or
Wait,
Smarties?
wait. Am I expected to have an answer to this?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck. Now there's expectations to live up to. Go ahead.
Skittles or Smarties?
Oh fuck. That's rude. Um, what kinds of Skittles?
Any kind you want.
Any? Oh shit, Skittles.
Skittles, really? It's a tough call. It really is. I really like Smarties.
As much as I love chocolate, it's just there's something about Skittles. I don't know. Whenever I eat them, I shove like a whole bunch in my mouth at once, and then I like kind of squish them into this giant multicolored glob thing. I don't know. It's like you sit there. It's like what you eating? It's like it's just a fucking giant glob of Skittle. Like I tried it and I spat it out once, and hell, it was like the freaking Super Balls you get in gumball machines and that. They're
Yeah.
like all tied up. It looked like that. I'm like, this is really fucking gross, but I'm gonna keep eating it.
So, for the most part, you're excited about the fact of having a mouthful of sugar in your mouth
Yes, a mouthful of sugar and nothing else.
and nothing else.
Someone's gonna take that freaking video clip and switch out sugar with like cock or something, and then I'm gonna be like,
Oh yeah,
you
you know what's gonna happen.
it's probably gonna be that idiot who tried to freaking troll me on my Portrait of Ruin video.
Oh,
He's going, I'm gonna
that
get
was
it
a
back.
great comment you gave him though.
I thought it was. That was fucking great. It was like, that's what you get for trying to troll me on my own videos, you little dick. And
I have yet to be trolled on my videos. Well, the videos I've recently posted.
I was surprised I was. I only have like 50 something subscribers, and out of that, like between 5 and 10 of them actually watch my shit. Like, who?
Which is absolutely insane, really. I'm upwards of 600, and only 30 of them watch my videos regularly. So,
Fuck. I watch your videos. It just takes me forever to get around to it. It's like, and when I do, I sit there and watch the entire fucking playlist of them.
oh whoa,
That's pretty.
that's like a day and a half worth for like Soul Silver already.
That's what I always do. And then I get into stuff where I watch like NCS playthrough Wind Waker, and it's like, yep, I'm gonna sit here for like 2 days watching him collect all the fucking items because I can't be bothered to do it myself.
I have actually never beaten Wind Waker, even though I know the game.
I haven't beaten it either. I own it and I've never beaten it.
Well, the thing is, I never owned a GameCube until like a month before the Wii came out.
Oh fuck!
So,
And at that point, there's
uh,
no point in, like owning a fucking GameCube.
yeah, exactly. And then I just had no intention of uh getting any GameCube games since like, oh yeah, I have a Wii, I'll get Wii games. So I actually got Twilight Princess. I think my playtime was 180 hours or something
To get everything.
to get absolutely everything on my own, no help from anybody. I did it all myself.
That was a pretty long game too.
Oh yeah,
Like me
it's
just
by
running
far
through
my
it.
favorite Zelda game.
I never got
Favorite
stuck
Zelda
in
game.
that one when I ran through it, and it still took me like 70 hours to beat it.
Yeah, it's a lengthy one. Uh, to get everything, it's a little bit more complicated than a lot of people think it is.
Yeah, like
For some,
that dungeon in the desert.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that people really underestimate about that game, which is why I really want to LP it because it's my favorite Zelda game of all time, actually. So
Mine is
yeah,
still my favorite Zelda is probably still a tie between Ages and Seasons.
really,
Those were the first ones.
seasons
Those were the first ones I ever played, and I played back and forth with them so fucking much.
seasons is probably my favorite GBA game, like of all time. Like any GBA game, definitely Oracle of Seasons. Favorite Zelda game, it's probably third. I really like Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess more.
Oh yeah, Majora's Mask.
Lots of people like, oh my god, Ocarina of Time, oh my god. No, I'm not a big fan of it.
Guess what I got to say to those people? Majora's Mask is better. Fuck you.
It is. It is so much better. And a lot of people think like, oh no, it's not. No, it, they don't like the plot because it doesn't involve Zelda in any way.
Sure it does. It does for like 2 seconds at the beginning when she teaches you the Song of Time.
What? No, not even then, because you remember the Song of Time.
Well, then Zelda was included in a flashback or something. I don't fucking know.
It's like, I don't enjoy it. It's Ocarina of Time. It's great. Ocarina of Time 3D was great. Don't get me wrong; it's a good game, but nowhere near my favorite.
I don't get that with people. And it's like they say one game is the best game ever, and then someone else is like, no, I like this one more. It's not like there's. It's like with me, I like Majora's Mask better than Ocarina of Time. That doesn't mean I hate Ocarina of Time. It's a good game. I just like Majora's
Exactly.
Mask more.
Exactly. And lots like I remember getting into an argument over like someone in Maple Story. Like I was you're talking about Majora's Mask, and I said I like Majora's Mask more than Ocarina of Time, and they freaked out saying like I was a no life because I like Majora's Mask more when it's a crap game, and he got like right mad at me.
Majora's Mask wasn't crap.
It
I
was
played. That was one of the first games I had on the 64. Aside from like,
it was a good game. I really like it.
aside from like Donkey Kong 64 and GoldenEye.
I actually never played Donkey Kong 64 before.
It gets a little boring collecting bananas all the fucking time. But
I'm watching NCS's playthrough of it.
yeah, the gameplay of it's fun. It's just collecting bananas constantly through the entire fucking thing gets a little old.
Well, isn't that like the whole point of Donkey Kong, regardless? Just to get bananas?
That was just like the golden bananas and shit. It's not like you have to collect 300 fucking bananas so you can fight the boss.
Oh.
Because that's what it was. You had to pay the guys to open the door.
Well, what about like all those coins and stuff like that? Like, I guess if you're really into collectathons, it'd be a good game then.
What, like the banana coins and shit that were in that game?
Yeah.
That was just you could like buy stuff off like Cranky and Funky and that.
Were they worth it?
Well, yeah, you needed them to get through the game.
Oh, so it's necessary to do that.
I think with Funky, there were a couple power-ups you didn't really need. Like, I think there were a couple that just boosted how much ammo you could carry, and one that made your like gunshots home in on enemies, but it wasn't necessary to have them.
Oh, okay. So yeah, basically, if you like collectathons, that's your game.
Yeah, If you like grinding, play Final Fantasy 1 using all mages. You have to spend so much fucking money to get the spell. Like, I go through that game with a fighter, two red mages, and a black mage. And once I get to Crescent Lake, I have to stop and grind like 150,000 fucking gold so I can buy all the spells and shit that are available there.
Is it necessary?
Oh, it's not necessary. You can go past it easily, but I like having everything once I'm there because if I don't get it, I tend to forget and just go on without it. And then I get to the
Oh,
end of the
okay.
game, and it's like, you know what? I could really use some freaking level 3 spells right now, but I didn't learn any because I was fucking stupid and just skipped that part.
I have done that with oh crap, what game was it now? Actually, I think it was a Mega Man episode actually of Mega Man Battle Network 4. I was going through the game and I needed some specific battle chip to go trade somebody for some. It's like necessary you do this to advance the plot and stuff.
Oh, they send
And
you on a fucking fetch quest!
I forgot that I needed that chip, and then I just had to go grind for it. And by the time all that was done, I had already been like I had all the I had really high level chips for that point in the game, and I ended up getting over two different spirit changes in that game by the
Shit.
time everything was done. It was just like, ah,
It,
I
it,
had
it,
horrible luck.
yeah, it's weird when you're like grinding to get an item or to get money, and by the time you're done, all the experience has made you severely overpowered and you weren't even trying to do it. And like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
crazy strong now. Okay.
that's where there needs to be a level curve kind of thing, like where kind of like in World of Warcraft. This is the only thing I know about the game where eventually, if you're high enough leveled, monsters stop giving you experience and stuff.
Pokemon Black and White do the same thing.
Well, they lowered the experience, but
Well, no,
they didn't
it
stop it
depends on
entirely.
what level you are in relation to the guy you're fighting.
Yeah, if you're within 40% the same level, you gain more experience. If you're under 40%, you gain less experience.
Yeah, it's like the higher your level is, you just start gaining less and less experience. And then if you have an XP share on someone, they get
Yeah,
more of it.
yeah. By the way, really easy tip in power leveling: give one like so you want to train two Pokemon, give one the EXP share and give one the lucky egg.
That works.
Oh yeah, it works.
I didn't know it actually worked in combination like that.
Yeah, it works. I that's what I use to train now because it's with level curve in the game itself because they did that. It's not more difficult to train because of Audinos and stuff like that, but it gets a little bit tedious. Like grinding itself, and it's just tedious in itself. But
I know, I don't
to
like
speed things up a
grinding.
little bit, that's
Grinding is not the most
yeah,
enjoyable
just
thing to
to
do.
yeah, I agree. It's not very fun.
Okay, so
Okay, so Digimon movie.
yeah, I was about to say it's like we're like 19 minutes into this, and we're supposed to be talking about the Digimon movie, and we've never even fucking mentioned it yet, which is the
Two
way it should be.
Pokemon getting in the way.
I like my mon to be poking, not Digi.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I prefer Pokemon over Digimon.
Except for her,
Although Digimon did have a pretty good run the first season,
it did.
and it just died.
Then they made the movie, and everything went to hell.
Yeah, after the movie, I think everything went downhill. I don't even think they continued the seasons after that. If they did, I don't know what happened because I stopped watching it.
There was so much pointless shit in the movie. Like it started off with a fucking Angela Anaconda fucking 10-minute commercial.
I remember watching that show when I was like 7 years old.
Yeah. When I first watched the movie, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Do I have the right fucking tape here? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna go watch Digimon the movie. I'm like, okay, I guess this is like a little introduction thing. Like, nope, it's just another fucking Angela Anaconda scene. Like, what the fuck?
What? Why is that even there?
And then after that, they spend like half an hour doing that little clip with Ty and his sister, whose name I can't remember. And it was like, yeah, we're going to
Isn't
spend this
that
entire.
like Kiri or something? Kari? I'm
I
not
think it's
sure.
Kari. You know, it's like, yep, we're going to spend this entire time explaining to everyone what Digimon is. Oh, that's a good idea.
And then in comes Izzy freaking out because the world's going to hell and back.
Yeah, and then there was like a little 20-minute scene there when everyone's trying to save the world from Diaboromon, where the movie was actually good, and then it went to shit again.
Yeah, and then they like did whatever they did. Like they ended up online somehow. They go through the computer. Like what?
Yeah.
It made no sense.
And then the guy who friggin' directed the Digimon movie later went and made Summer Wars, which is pretty much a longer and better version of what that 20-minute good part was of Digimon.
I have yet to watch that, so I will do that.
Summer Wars? You should. Holy fuck, Summer Wars is expensive. Like, you go to conventions, like, I'm just looking around, it's like, I wonder if they got Summer Wars on DVD anywhere. And they didn't. They only had it on Blu ray. It was fucking $50 for a goddamn movie.
Whoa.
I'm like, dude, I get games for less than this shit, and they last me 200 hours. This thing is like, this thing is like 2.5 hours if I watch the credits. Okay, I don't know.
Okay, am I the only one that watches like the full credits in movies?
Yeah,
Because I do that.
I do.
I sit there and read all the names. I don't know.
I do that if I actually enjoyed the entire movie.
Well, like you want to know who played in them and all that stuff. Like if it's a good movie, yeah, you're gonna want to. If it's a movie like Birdemic or something, you're just like, when does this end? Oh God, Birdemic, what have I done? I mentioned this forbidden movie.
Is that another thing we're not allowed to mention on the show?
Oh God, if you haven't seen that movie, don't watch it. You are warned. Do not watch it. It's so bad.
When Bryce is around, don't bring up Birdemic or friggin' religion, because he'll go off on a fucking tangent.
Oh, I will. God. Oh God, Birdemic. That.
You know what I don't get?
If you want to see the world's most lame acting,
Watch Twilight.
and oh, it's worse than Twilight. It's worse than Twilight.
That's possible?
Go watch it for yourself. It's bad. This movie, it was filmed like it was supposed to be a low budget film, but I think instead of doing the low budget thing, they grabbed a camcorder, filmed the movie with the camcorder, added everything post edit, had no birds in the movie whatsoever until they started blowing up, and then near the end, instead of doing like, okay, in a driving scene, normally you film all the driving scenes first and then you go back and do whatever. That's not what they did. Instead, they did different driving scenes for each day.
Oh my
They didn't
god.
do it all at once. They went and did all the driving scenes individually, where one would like he's going from work to home again. He goes to work and then he's going home at night. Instead of doing it all in one sitting, they filmed the next night instead.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, this movie.
That's a horrible idea.
And not only that, the birds are clip outs of a GIF or whatever from online.
Oh my
And you can tell they didn't like cut out the exact bird. They pasted it like you can see the border around the bird flapping in the movie. It's this movie.
So there you have it, folks. The Digimon episode of Cooking Ham has all been about Birdemic.
Oh God, Birdemic. I hate myself for even mentioning that.
Change the subject, man.
Okay. Anyways, anyways, I have nothing to talk about.
Okay, well, when we have nothing to talk about, we're supposed to just fall back to Pokemon. Ash should have stayed dead after the
Okay,
first
well,
movie.
Pokemon stuff. Do you think so? I don't know. The first movie was so weird because it was like all the Pokemon cried and then the tears went into him and he was like, "I'm alive again."
That was the only part of the movie I
It
didn't
was
like. Like, the rest of the movie, Mewtwo was pissed off just trying to fucking kill everyone. And then when someone dies, he's like, oh, shit, time to learn a moral, herpaderp.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
It was the whole movie itself was good for the most part anyway. Except then it's like he gets turned to stone and then he dies and everyone's like, "Oh my god."
or, you know what didn't make sense about the
And
movie,
then the
though?
second
You know what didn't make sense? The whole thing through the movie, they start going like, oh no, fighting is bad, all this senseless violence, we shouldn't be doing this, in a fucking anime series that revolves entirely around fighting. That
yeah,
your moral kind of contradicts the theme for your show.
they did the same thing in the second movie too though.
Oh, shit, which one was that? The Lugia one?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, these fucking legendary birds, they're fucking bad, and then for some reason, fucking Lugia is living in the water, but he's a psychic and flying type, which I never got.
I never understood that. Does he live in the ocean or
Yeah, Lugia lives in the ocean and, like, controls the currents or something, but he's psychic and flying.
but he's psychic?
It's like, goddamn, how many psychic
They
and,
need to introduce third typings. They really do.
like, how many psychic type and dragon type fucking legendaries does the series need?
Yeah, really.
It's like, hey, look,
Although I will say Jirachi is amazing.
it's like, hey, look at Gen 4. We have one fire legendary and, like, one grass legendary, and then fucking three dragon legendaries and
Dragon,
four psychic
dragons.
legendaries, and then one dark. How many fucking legendaries can they introduce? They made God in Gen 4, and then it's like, how the fuck do you top that?
Well, it's simple. You make a demigod.
No, then you make Gen 5 where your legendaries are Yin and Yang, and then the Four Musketeers.
Yeah.
And then Genesect, which is the most disappointing fucking bug type Pokemon ever.
Uh, to be honest, everyone was all hyped for it. I really didn't care for it.
I
I
did.
don't know.
The first
I
time I
know
saw a
it's
picture,
in if you go to
the
there you
first
go.
time I saw a fucking picture of Genesect, I'm like, I fucking hate you, Game Freak. Like, I fucking hate
I
Genesect.
I know it's an overused in on Smogon. If anyone checks Smogon regularly, I know it's an overused. It might even be above that now. It might be in Ubers, but I'm not sure. But I know it's like ridiculously overpowered in there. So there's something about it that's really good. I don't see it though.
There's something about Genesect that's really good. He's a really good Pokemon. He's got a quad weakness against fire. Yeah, but he's still really fucking good. Fire's a really common attack, you know. No, he's still good.
Well, the thing is, if you go to Smogon and you look, I think there's like the top three or four in Ubers are all quad weak to fire.
Goddamn.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
You wanna know who the best Uber Pokemon ever is?
Jirachi.
Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet is awesome.
And all because what is it? Its HP stat is so high, and that's what makes it Uber.
I think it's that and counter.
I think so. It's like its base stat total puts it on par with pseudo legendaries.
Yeah,
And it's like, holy
which is
fuck.
absolutely insane.
If you can use a freaking Wobbuffet properly, it's so fun. Like,
Same
counter.
with Shedinja.
I can use Shedinja well. Shedinja is my best fucking friend. I've overused Ninja so much. Holy shit! It was just like every time we get into this, it's like, hey, we got a podcast, we got some subject matter to talk about, and then it's like 10 minutes of Pokemon, no matter what we do.
Because it's Pokemon. I love Pokemon.
That's why we have a Parasect on the freaking picture.
My idea, by the way.
Like, there you go. Pokemon is guaranteed to be brought up in every fucking episode.
I think it'd be funny if you just like change the Parasect to a different Pokemon every podcast.
Oh god. Then we'd run out after like 600, and then Nintendo would be like, "Hey, look, it's like Pokemon fucking brown and shit brown. It'll be shit brown and shit green. Those will be the new Pokemon games." And the only Pokemon in the entire thing will be Muck.
Oh, I actually like Muck though.
So do I. Muck is awesome. Okay,
I like poison types. Poison types are good.
We're at half an hour. We need to end this shit.
Okay. Holy crap! It's been half an hour already. Okay. Thanks guys for listening. I guess.
Yeah, listen to him. He's the polite one. I'm just gonna tell you to fuck off if you don't like it.
Okay. Yeah. Do what he said then. Goodbye.